We are live. Good evening, everybody. What time is it? Aha! You'll see what I'm on about in a moment. We are live for Friday Night Showdown. Hello, it is The Voice. It is George James Anderson. We are live at the UKW Arena. Good evening.
Evening, how are you doing?
I'm really well, thank you. It's a bit warm up here.
Has your hearing come back?
What? Sorry? Oh, I'll tell you what, mate, it was my voice. Sunday morning, I was like this. I could barely say a word, and that's because Celebration is in the bag. It's done. It's a thing of the past.
You're coming down from it, though.
I'll tell you what, the day after, the come down was real. Yeah. Not only was my voice really sore, the come down was real. What a show it was. There are so many things to take away from Celebration 15. The main thing, and the most important thing, is that it is no longer the Empire present anything.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank the good Lord above.
That's exactly what I was hoping to hear.
Yeah. The relief is real.
First showdown.
Have you noticed tonight? Have you noticed it doesn't smell in here?
No, and all the lights are working.
And all the lights.
Well.
Do the mic? Hang on just a second. The mics out. They haven't turned them on.
Well,
they were working earlier. But it's not the Empire presents anything anymore.
No.
Because the Empire lost the main event at Celebration.
Does that mean we're not going to get our little parade of all the
It does.
in the?
Yes. What a shame.
Admit, I will miss that, but I won't miss those two cretins sat in the ring.
No, me neither.
Running their mouth. So I'm very happy
and
about
to my knowledge, they've been given the night off tonight. How generous.
I bet that really makes you happy, doesn't it? After what they did to you, to see it happen to them must be so sweet.
It's karma.
Karma, yeah.
You know what I always say, right? Actions have, what do they have?
Consequences.
Thank you.
There we are.
There we go. And on Saturday night, I brought out, if you saw the Celebration TV trailer, it featured the newest superhero on the block, Captain Consequence.
Yes, I saw Captain Consequence.
So,
on
Saturday night, I invited Captain Consequence to Celebration. I brought him out. I got him to get a cheer in front of all the crowd. And what happened? The Empire came out and threw him out. And I came back here and I said, well, actions have consequences. And, that's all I'm saying. They do.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Johan, if you're watching. Yeah, they do.
Feeling comfortable? Sit back, relax.
Enjoy the show.
The show's in better hands now, so you can kind of live without the stress.
We're relieving the stress of running a wrestling show, to be fair. We've done you a favour. The cover here is that Red Brocco and Jonathan Cedric back in charge of the company. You will hear from them tonight.
Wonderful.
They are here. What they have plans for, I do not know. Apparently they do need to address a couple of situations.
So we might have the wrestlers by the ring.
No, that's not happening. No, none of that nonsense. No. Do you want to know what's going to happen to start the show? We're going to have a celebration.
Of what kind?
Like Kool and the Gang. Celebrate good times. Come on. Because we have a new World Heavyweight Champion. Yes,
Wonderful.
We do.
It feels unrealistic to even say that after 329
Exactly.
days.
It was a long time.
A new champion.
Yes, but the Silencer era came to a screeching loud halt
I was
on
about
Saturday
to say loud. There's a pun there if you wanted to. Yeah.
There you go. It did. A very loud, very loud end.
Bang.
When Cayman Carlisle, the collective, defeated Damian Black and became the three-time UK Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. And tonight, not the wrestlers around the ring going to rant about being on a silly punishment list. Oh no.
No list.
No list. The new World Heavyweight Champion, Cayman Carlisle, will kick off the show tonight. That's how we're going to start the show, the right way.
Wonderful.
So there you go.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Indeed, we have got some action on the way.
A smile on his face. He's finally got what he was looking for.
Exactly. He is beaming. I've already talked to him today. He's absolutely beaming, as he should be.
Yeah.
He did what he promised he would do. He's now the champion again. And we'll hear what's on the mind of Cayman Carlisle and maybe find out.
It's going to be a total change to his psyche. He's been chasing for so long to finally reach the summit.
And he's done
it. And then you look over the other side and everyone's coming up to get you.
Exactly. But he's finally done it. Dylan Chase is there down there. Hi, Dylan Chase. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Very well. I've seen you two, of course.
You recovered from the kickoff show on Saturday.
Not so much the kickoff show as the celebrations afterwards that went 4 a.m.
At 4 a.m. You know what happens after a wrestling show, people? Dylan Chase stays out till 4 a.m.
I did, and then 3 hours sleep, and I don't know how I survived.
And then he suffered. There you go. It's your own fault. But it was a great show. It deserves celebrate. We all deserve celebrating. But there are some people celebrating. Quite a lot of people celebrating, to be fair. Well, another one of them now has the World Television Championship. And it's not Hamza Musawa.
No. And it's not...
It's not Joe Sedgwick. No. It's the Emerald Bruiser.
Did I call it? I called it, didn't I?
You did. Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
I hate to say it.
But
it was a wonderful strategic choice, wasn't it?
I hate to say this too, but you're kind of right. You might not like his attitude, you might not like the way that he conducts himself, but he sees the ultimate opportunity. He watched Joe Sedgwick and Hamza Musawa have one of the best matches that we've seen in a long time in that ring on Saturday night. They went toe-to-toe for 20 minutes in there, beat the living bejesus out of each other for pride and the television championship. Hamza Musawa got the victory. He was there. The world was his oyster. He was celebrating for about 30 seconds. Mercer runs out and cashes in that dream ticket.
Yeah.
Hamza Musawa was world television champion, get this, George, for 81 seconds.
81.
Yeah.
That's not the sort of record you want to be associated with, is it? No.
81 seconds before Mercer came and totally ruined the dream of Hamza Musawa. But the caveat there, after the match, finally, after what seems like an eternity, Hamza and Joe, who were both victims in this, and both left with nothing, embraced and,
made amends.
Yeah. The amends were made.
About time. It's been hard watching two former friends tear themselves apart, get under each other's skin the way that they have for so long.
I think they realise that they are better friends than enemies, and in the end, all was right with that. That's fine. But what next for Joe? What next for Hamza? Who knows?
And what next for the Emerald Bruiser? Well,
we're going to find. He's here tonight to address the UKW audience, apparently,
Well, you'd like to sit there and criticise him and say that he talks himself up a lot, but
he does.
Like as we've just seen on Saturday, he does back it up. It was very smart. He's not just a bruiser or a high flyer. He's a tactician.
He is a master tactician.
A lot more to him than meets the eye.
That's it, and he seized his opportunity. He cashed in the dream ticket. Now that left us in a quandary because originally, if you remember, he was set to defend that dream ticket in a match later in the evening. So obviously he cashed it in. He's not in that match anymore, but the dream ticket is, because we've got rid of one dream ticket holder. We need another one. So later on in the night we had the match, the six-way match that was. Two people started. Every 90 seconds they let another person out, and then it was elimination until we had a new dream ticket holder. Big smile on my face because the new dream ticket holder is doing it for England. Sketch is your new dream ticket holder, and he did it by defeating who else but Evan Knight, his former partner.
Yeah, that's an interesting development, isn't it? You belittle Sketch for months. So long.
Yep.
And then you're beaten by him.
Yep.
And I don't think that's where it's going to end, is it?
I can't see it's going to end there. I can't see that it's going to end there.
Eat him from the inside out, knowing that he lost to Sketch. Not just losing, but losing a dream ticket to Sketch.
You may have titles, Mr. Knight, but you don't have the dream ticket. Sketch does, and now Sketch has what Mercer had, and that is the opportunity to cash that in any point in the next year against whoever he wants. Remember, Evan Knight has titles. Evan Knight has passed.
He's going to be clinging onto them like a dragon.
He's passed 400 days with the Mayhem Around the Clock Championship. He had the tag team championship. I hear we're going to address these tag team title situation tonight because we need some sort of clarity on that. That's something for Mr. Brocco and Mr. Cedric.
They've kind of been up in the air, haven't they, since the Broncos were screwed out a few weeks ago.
Yeah. No more of that nonsense.
It's nice to see. I do hope that the titles are given the credit that they deserve.
Apparently there will be some clarity.
Good.
Give us a while and there'll be some clarity. So we need to talk about the action tonight, though, because there is some of that. we have got Ryden in action tonight. Now, I must talk about Ryden because on Saturday night we've seen the manipulation of the Empire, the brainwashing that they did to Ryden for weeks, calling them his friend.
Psychological bullying, basically.
Yeah, that's literally what it was. They made him attack people he wouldn't normally have attacked. They banned him from dancing, the one thing he loves to do. And then on Saturday night, it was all chaos. The referee had been knocked down. Chris Castle calls for Ryden to come out and put a referee shirt on and beat up Jonathan Cedric and Brocco. And Ryden finally, look over there, he saw the light. He saw the light.
It's a bit bright, that one is.
And it didn't happen. Castle couldn't believe it. Ryden did the right thing. And then after the match, we all had a dance-off and everything was right with the world. But tonight, Ryden is in action. Dance-off, I don't know if that's going to happen because he's in there with
Cliff.
Cliff.
Ewok dancing. The Empire's been destroyed.
He's in there with Cliff Harrison tonight. And Cliff Harrison is going under a bit of a metamorphosis at the moment. At the weekend, he had a fantastic match with Ellis Barker on Saturday. But he wants to prove a point that, in the Breaking Bone studios, there's not just Sebastian Mercer. The spotlight should be on Cliff somewhat as well.
Well, he had, in my opinion, he had that chance at WrestleBration to make a name for himself, to stop people from second-guessing his credibility.
Even in defeat, he did make a name for himself. And to be fair to Cliff, he did what he said he was going to do. He stood there. I was in the ring. He stood there and said, I'm going to do this with no Mercer, no interference, no underhand tactics. I'm going to do it for myself. And it was like a different Cliff Harrison.
Bit of sportsmanship from someone you wouldn't expect to show such a level of sportsmanship.
But he did say to me before, I reimagined myself, and he's wanting us to refer to him as the remastered version of Cliff Harrison. Like when you have something that goes from video to DVD. I'm going back in time here and showing my age a little bit. But it's a bit like that, like reimagining himself and reinventing himself. So he's in action tonight, though, against Ryden. So we'll see if the remastered version of Cliff Harrison can, again, pull himself out and get a victory over Ryden, who's got to be on, cloud nine after what happened at the weekend.
Absolutely.
We're also going to have, I've had to put jeans on tonight in a really, really hot night. I wanted to wear shorts to work. I couldn't because I have to get in the ring and do a title introduction because tonight we have got a title match. The Friday Night Showdown Around the Clock Championship changed hands at the weekend. That's why when I opened the show I went, what time is it? Because the new champ walked past us. We're talking about the Yorkshireman. Do you know what yesterday was, George? It was Yorkshire Day. Yes, there we go. The greatest county in the world. It was Yorkshire Day yesterday. It's a shame it wasn't today.
No,
Can you imagine that? That would have been fantastic.
Yorkshire, the birthplace of Morrison's. They gave the world a hydraulic press. And they discovered oxygen. Did you know that?
Who, Yorkshire?
Oxygen was discovered in Yorkshire.
And Def Leppard. Don't forget Def Leppard, because Jonathan Cedric would never forgive me.
And of course, credit to Dame Judi Dench, who was born in York. So
there you go. There's so much good about Yorkshire.
I'm not even from Yorkshire, and I'm pulling out the facts.
There's loads of good stuff about Yorkshire. But the Yorkshireman is one of those things. He is the new Showdown Around the Clock Championship, but his first defence happens tonight. Right here on the show, it's named after Showdown. He gets to defend that against the face of the next generation. He gets to defend it against Sigma, who was in the Let Me Out a match for the Dream Ticket Saturday. It didn't work out for him. And Sigma this week, quite interestingly, on his social media, he's getting a bit frustrated.
Yeah.
He keeps coming up short.
Well, it was, I must say, rather disappointing WrestleBration for him, which I'm sure he's wanting to bounce back from. But it's not just the one night that he's trying to bounce back from. It's a run of poor form, isn't it?
Yeah.
And for such a young man, this is probably his first significant run of poor form. He might not be able to deal with that the same way an older, more experienced competitor may be able
when he made his debut a few months ago, he was hot property. Yeah. I'll tell you, he beat Sebastian Mercer twice. He was having victory, he was having great match after great match. The wheels have sort of fell off a little bit, and is it age, is that experience, is it just how things are going? I don't know.
The way I would look at it is he caught so many eyes early on that everyone has actually done the work and studied everything about him to the point that they probably know him more than he knows himself.
Maybe.
And they may have had him sussed. It may take some sort of frustration to help reinvent himself.
Well, he is looking a bit frustrated, but tonight he gets the chance to bounce back, and what better way to do that than to win the Showdown Around the Clock Championship? He gets his shot at the Yorkshireman tonight. Also tonight we're going to see an old-ish rivalry renewed. That's a godful to say, isn't it? Odd. An old rivalry renewed.
Rivalry renewed. Say that 20 times.
Yeah, I dare you. It's going to happen tonight when Tommy Dillon, the wildcard, takes on young Horace, and they've had a thing for quite a few months now. To be fair,
we're going to be seeing some weaponry involved because Horace, last time I saw him, was carrying something rather sinister around.
It's not a sanctioned hardcore match or no DQ match or anything. As far as I know, it is going to be one-on-one anyway. So we'll see. That's going to happen tonight as well. We're going to hear from Jonathan Sedgwick and Red Brocco. I'm sure they've got a lot to say. There's a lot of paperwork that needs to be done, a lot of
signing.
And I hope
we've got lawyers involved.
You know what I really hope they've done, or I hope they've got somebody to do, is repaint the general manager's office. Because just James chose the last paint, and it was mahogany. And it was vile.
I think when it comes to colours, I think he's probably not the best one to go with. Now, another point I'd like to make is the purple hair.
Did you see the purple hair?
I think for WrestleBration, I thought that was a spectacular touch, but unfortunately,
it was.
WrestleBration was only a day.
Yes.
Which meant that on Monday, he still had purple hair.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him
today. He's still probably got purple hair. That purple hair is going to last for a while.
I'm sure James is. I'm sure he doesn't regret a thing though.
Yeah,
that's James I know. So you'll hear from Jonathan Sedgwick and Red Brocco. Cayman Carlisle, the brand new World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to be beaming. Got to be excited. He opens the show tonight. Cannot wait to hear what's on the mind of the new champ after finishing and ending the Silencer era reign. I mean, are the firing squad? The thing is, though, are the firing squad done with Carlisle? Are they done with their business? That's the question. You have to think that there's going to be some sort of,
I can't remember what ancient creature it is when you cut the head off and two come back.
There's got to be some sort of retort.
I can't remember. Yeah.
There's got to be something.
I'm sure dealing with the firing squad as a whole is, pun intended, referencing what I just said, a Herculean task.
Oh, definitely.
And I do believe that Cayman Carlisle is that Herculean personality.
I think so, and he's shown a lot of those traits, and he did fight very hard to get that title. Yeah, he's cut the head off the snake. That's the question: is what's going to emerge afterwards? Yeah. I don't know. Also, if you saw at the end of Monday Night Ignite this week, there was a very mysterious video.
Yeah, I fiddle around with the remote. I thought it was something on my end. I thought I was picking up a sketchy channel or something.
Yeah. I mean, what's all that about? It's appeared on our social media this week as well, and I have no idea what this is, what it's to do with, who it's by.
To be honest, isn't it?
It's a little bit weird.
Did people in production know what was going on? Were they just like...
I don't know. Nobody said anything to me. They just sort of showed me the video again today and was like, well, this has happened, this is a thing, but...
Interference in the broadcast.
I've got no idea what's going on there. But it's a little bit mysterious. Maybe we'll find out more about that tonight. So loads of great matches on the way. We'll hear from Sketch, the new Dream ticket holder. We'll hear from Sebastian Mercer, the new World Television Champion. We'll hear from Cayman Carlisle, and we'll hear from Red Brocco and Jonathan Sedgwick. I've also got to give props to Tracy Brocco, who was instrumental in that victory on Saturday night. Again, karma is a you-know-what, and actions have consequences. And the Empire are ruining. I don't know if they'll ever feel regret for anything they ever did.
Oh no, they'll feel like they did the best job ever, and the world has wronged them unjustly.
I'll probably feel like the show's going to go.
They're saying bad things happen to good people.
Yeah, they probably sat there playing the victim when all they did for the past 3 months was make everybody's life miserable, apart from theirs and the people they liked. And I could count the people they liked on maybe one hand. So it's a tough one. But they're no longer in power.
No, thank
goodness. And the relief is real, very real. Very, very, very real. So yeah, we'll hear from Cedric and Brocco tonight. We've got Sigma and the Yorkshireman for the Around the Clock Championship. That'll be good. Can the Yorkshireman, the day after Yorkshire Day, keep his title?
He's doing it for Yorkshire.
Yeah, Yorkshire. We'll see Tom Dillon and Young Horace renew their rivalry. We'll also see Cliff Harrison, the remastered Cliff Harrison, in there with Ryden and much more tonight, right here on Friday Night Showdown. Don't forget, 3 weeks from tonight, August 23rd, it is Super Showdown. You have to say it like that. Super Showdown.
I don't think I can quite hit that high note, so I'll
Showdown.
say Super Showdown.
Super Showdown. I can say that as well.
Super Showdown. There we
can
go.
say that as well. It comes your way August 23rd. Tickets are dirt cheap. Get down here. We're going to have a super night on August 23rd when we present Super Showdown. Episode 141 of Friday Night Showdown is on the way. In just a second, we will be back with Friday Night Showdown in 10 minutes. Don't go away. We will see you then.